Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel estudy.in. In this video, we'll write a program to do bubble sorting on strings. So I've already shown you how to do bubble sorting on integers, and the concept of bubble sorting is explained in that video. So if you haven't watched that video, please do so, as you'll be able to understand this video better after watching that one. Okay, and the link to that video is, I've given it here. So this is the link to that video. So please do so, because otherwise you will not be able to understand bubble sorting of strings unless you understand the concept of bubble sorting. Okay, so let's start with bubble sorting on strings. Now for bubble sorting on strings, we have written this program, and let's understand what we are going to do is we are going to have an array of strings. Okay, so let's suppose we have here 5 names. Okay, and we want to sort those names. So how will we do that? Let's suppose we have these names, and let's say, okay, and the first letter of every name would be small only, so we'll keep it in small letters, lowercase, everything lowercase. So either everything lowercase or uppercase. Okay, so let's suppose we have these names and we want to sort them. So after sorting, the names will be sorted in alphabetical order. So the output should be, firstly we'll have Abha. That means if the first character is same, then it will match the second character. So since B comes before N, so Abha will be the first name after sorting. Then we'll get Anu, then we'll get Charu, then Deepa, and then Seema. So this is the output after sorting would be. So the output after sorting would be, we'll get Abha, then we'll get Anu, then we'll get Charu, then we'll get Deepa, and then we'll get Seema. So what is happening here is it is doing sorting on the basis of first character. Okay, and if in case the first character is same, then it will compare the character at the second position. So this should be the output after the sorting. So we'll perform bubble sorting on an array of strings. So that means we'll take an array of 5 names. Okay, so what we'll do is we have an array here. We've taken a string. Okay, so string array, that means string nm is the name of the array, is equal to new string 5. So because we are going to do sorting of 5 names, so we have taken new string 5. So this string is a class in Java here, and since we want 5 names, so we have to take an array. Okay, now after that we are making use of scanner class, next method of the scanner class, to accept 5 names. So for that we have used a loop here for I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Why I less than 5? Because we have an array of 5 strings, so the last name would be nm4. Okay, so that is why we start from 0 and we continue till less than 5. So using the next method of the scanner class, we will be accepting 5 names. Once we have accepted the 5 names, here we have taken L is equal to nm dot length. So what is nm dot length? Nm is the name of the array, as you can see here. Length is a property of the array, so it gives the number of elements. So that means, since how many names are there? 5 names are there, so the value of L would be 5. Though in this program we are not making any use of this, so we'll just comment it out. Okay, now for bubble sorting, as you must have understood by now, bubble sorting, so this is a logic for bubble sorting. We did the same for the bubble sorting of integers. So I suggest please do watch that video before you watch this bubble sorting of integers. You must watch, because there we have explained the concept of bubble sorting, and you will not understand unless you watch that video. Okay, so please do so that. Okay, and here we have taken for I is equal to 0, I less than 4. It should be 4 here. If it is an array of 5 elements, so for bubble sorting you should write less than 4 here and not less than 5. Okay, and then I plus plus, and for j is equal to 4, j less than 4 minus I. This is not 1, this is 4 minus I, j plus plus. And since we are comparing names, and as I explained you, we'll be arranging the names in alphabetical order. Okay, so A, B, C, D, that way. So what we are doing is, if nmj dot compareTo nmj plus 1 is greater than 0. So compareTo function, if you do not understand, you need to understand how it works, and again there is a video on compareTo function. Please do watch that video, but here in brief I can explain you how compareTo function works. It basically compares the Unicode of the character at the first position of both the strings. So for this is the calling string. So what is the Unicode of A? That is 97. What is the Unicode of B? That is 98. So what will this function return? It will return -1. That means alphabetically, if we have to arrange, so A comes before B. So that is why we are getting a negative value. Had if we had written it like B here and all here, ball here and all. Okay, if we interchange the strings, in that case, what would happen is, what is the Unicode of B? That is 98. What is the Unicode of A? That is 97. So we will get +1. Okay, so that is why we are writing here. That means if we get a positive number, that means if a number which is greater than 0, in that case we know that we need to interchange, because we have to arrange it alphabetically. So we've taken a temporary string T. So T is equal to NMJ, that means this string. NMJ is equal to NMJ plus 1, that means this string. And NMJ plus 1 is equal to T. Now here J and J plus 1 are the positions. So J, the value of J is 0. So what is NMJ? It comes to NM0. That means the string which is present at 0th position, the first position. NMJ plus 1 would be 0 plus 1, that means NM1. So the string which is present at first position, that means actually the second position, because first index is the second position. So if the string at the first position, that means if the string at the 0th position is greater than, that means it comes after the string. If it comes after the string here, if NM0 is compared with NMJ plus 1. So let's suppose we have B here, ball here and all here. In that case, we need to interchange the strings. That means if it comes after the string at NMJ plus 1, in that case we need to interchange. That means we are getting a positive value. So if NMJ is ball and NMJ plus 1 is all, in that case we will get a positive value. That means, as we've seen here, so Unicode of B is 98, Unicode of A is 97. 98 minus 97 will give you 1, which is greater than 0. So we need to do swapping. Okay, so we will say T is equal to NM0, NM0 is equal to NM1, and NM1 is equal to T. Okay, so this we need to understand. This is how it is working. So see, if we have a string, so Unicode, if compareTo method, we need to understand that it compares the character at the first position. In case the character at the first position is same, then it compares the character at the second position. Okay, so that is what we have done. So this is the bubble sorting logic. After that, once it has done the bubble sort, then again we will need to print the array of these 5 names. So again we'll have the for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and we will print NMI. So let's compile this program. Okay, we do not get any syntax errors here. So let's minimize this and let's run this program now. So right click, new bubble string, okay, and now right click and void cat. So now we need to enter 5 strings here. So let's enter first string, second string, and let's enter so after sorting, see Abha, Charu, Deepa, Rita and Seema. So they have been arranged alphabetically based on their first character: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. So this is how bubble sorting can be done, and we can, just before we print, we can just print a message: system.out.println the strings, or we can say the names, the sorted names are okay. And now we can compile it, and let's run it once again. Let's clear the screen and right click, new, okay, and right click, void cal. Let's enter some more names here. So these are the sorted names: Anu, Geeta, Pooja, Seema and Varun. So this is how we can do bubble sorting on strings. So I hope the video was helpful to you in understanding how we can do bubble sort on names. If you like the video, please don't forget to click on the bell icon and the like button, and please subscribe to the channel estudy.in. Thanks for watching.